Up until high school, I was an introvert with no confidence in myself.
Oh, Yuta! Your hair's standing up. I'd want to fix it for you, but I also think it looks cute.
I'll do it!
Oh, then let's take a picture together before you do that.
Kanae Mitsuno, an extroverted girl, occasionally liked to tease me. But thanks to her, I became just a little more sure of myself. And I slowly found myself falling in love.
Ha! Sunezuka! You stayed the night in the lab again?
Huh? It's morning?
It's already 10. The professor's gonna get here soon. And what's with your hair? It's funny.
I'll fix it in the washroom. I dreamed of Kanae again. Even though I never saw her again after graduation, I wonder if she's doing well. I, Yuta Sunezuka, am in my 4th year of university. After graduating high school, I went on to study in the Faculty of Engineering in Yuki University. My path in life has been decided for the foreseeable future. I've received a job offer from a major medical robot manufacturer. Right now, I'm in the middle of working on my final year project. The fact that I'm an introvert hasn't changed, but at least I've gained some confidence compared to back then. On my way back home that day, there's a voicemail from my brother. Yo, Yuta, it's me. You seem really busy nowadays. I need help to dispose of something, so free up your schedule for me this weekend. See you then. Here he goes, doing his own thing again. My brother Shuta is a year older than me. The exact opposite of me. He's always been a cheerful person with great popularity. Girls love him, and I received countless requests from random girls back when I was in high school to introduce them to him. While doing that, they would often say to me, "You're completely different from your brother." And they're not wrong.
Honey, Shuta had great success in his club activity again.
Oh, good on you, Shuta.
Our parents played favorites with Shuta and didn't give any praise to me. I was brought up while constantly being compared to him and told that you should be more like Shuta. Yuta, I'll give you this since I'm not wearing it anymore. Thanks. Our parents also bought Shuta lots of things, but all I got were his hand-me-downs. I couldn't stand my family anymore, so I moved out when I graduated high school. On the weekend, Shuta arrived at my apartment. Yo, Yuta! Here you go, this is all my stuff. I bought you the clothes I don't want to wear anymore. Thanks. You could have just sold them online. But isn't your apartment too tiny? It's not like you don't have an allowance, just move somewhere bigger. I'll be starting work next year anyway. I'll move then. Oh, right, I forgot. Oh, I had something else I wanted to pass to you. Here it is! A person? I'll give her to you too. What do you mean? My brother had brought me a girl in a wheelchair. She's my ex. Huh? Your ex-girlfriend? Yeah, she became paralyzed in her lower body in a traffic accident 3 months back. You're about to start working at a medical robot company, right? So, I thought you'd be perfect for her. I can't accept her! Why not? Is it the wheelchair? It's not that. It shouldn't matter to you since you don't have a girlfriend anyway. Also, she's apparently someone you know. Someone I know, huh? I was terribly surprised. The girl sitting on the wheelchair with her head lowered looked strangely familiar. She's my high school classmate, Kanae Mitsuno. She's a cheerful girl, or she was at least. Now I could feel nothing but gloom and depression emanating off of her. Okay, I gotta run. You two get along well. What? Shuta! We're not finished talking! My brother left my place in a hurry. Even though I had finally reunited with the classmate who helped me break out of my shell so long ago, I had mixed feelings about the situation.
I'm sorry. I'm just a burden right now. I should go.
Kanae! Maybe because she wasn't used to the wheelchair yet? Kanae fell onto the floor. After helping her up, I decided to lend an ear for now and invited her in.
Sorry for imposing on you against your will.
Don't be. I'm sorry about my brother, too. Following that, she told me more about what happened. She had gone on a trip with her family during spring break, and her whole family had met with an accident. Kanae was the only survivor, but she ended up paralyzed from the waist down.
The doctors told me that I'll never be able to stand on my own legs again.
I'm sorry for making you talk about this.
No, I'm fine. More importantly, you still remember me?
Of course, I've never forgotten you. When we were in high school, I was introverted and always alone, but you always included me in everything. You gave me a lot of encouragement. I'm the way I am now because of what you did for me back then.
I don't know if I'm the reason for it, but you definitely feel like a different person.
I'm still an introvert at heart, though.
The thing is, I have a favor to ask.
If there's anything at all I can do, please tell me.
I've been holding it back since just now.
Holding what back?
I need to go to the restroom.
The restroom? Right! I quickly brought her to my restroom. I took a module on disability support in university, but I never imagined that those skills would come in handy now. After that, we resumed our conversation. It seemed hard for Kanae to talk about my brother, and she was tight-lipped on the matter. But with her parents gone and no relatives she could safely depend on, she was left all alone. Hearing that, I made my decision. Kanae, I think it's fate that brought us together today. If you're okay with it, why don't you live with me?
Really?
Yeah, this apartment's a little small, but I was planning to move anyway. When I start work, let's move to a bigger place together.
Okay, thank you.
Just like that, Kanae and I started living together.
Even if you're fine with it, I'm completely reliant on you for everything. Never imagined it'd turn out this way in high school.
Me neither, but it ended up just like you said.
Huh? What did I say?
When we were in high school, Kanae said this to me.
Yuta, you look like someone who would give his best for the people he loves in the future. You're smart and kind, and you listen well to others too.
You think so? But I'm not confident at all.
You'll be fine. You should be more sure of yourself.
Those words are what kept me going all this time. That's why I thought of going into medical robot manufacturing. And now I get to help you out too. I've always been grateful to you, and I'm glad to help in any way I can. Why are you crying?
I actually had a crush on you when we were in high school. Being with you felt really healing, and I got too used to your kindness. So I can't let you spoil me any longer.
Yeah, you can. Because I feel the same way. I had a crush on you in high school too. From now on, will you stay by my side? This is the way we started dating. 1 year later, I finally thought the time was right to propose to her. On the day I returned home after buying the proposal ring.
I went to the hospital today. They said I'm pregnant.
Seriously? That's great! We're gonna be parents!
Mm-hmm.
But the timing is... Kanae, let's get married. Oh, but if you're expecting, maybe you'd prefer diapers over a ring.
Calm down, Yuta. Of course I'm gonna say yes.
Thank God. Thank you, Kanae. As a result of that, I started working harder than ever before. Right now, I'm the deputy head of the new research and development project. I'm working hard on it with several like-minded colleagues. The fact that I'm the only one with an exemption from overtime is probably due to their understanding. I decided to accept their act of goodwill. After work, I returned home immediately to take care of Kanae. On one of those days, I was told I could work from home, and so, the time I spent with Kanae increased even more. The baby in her womb grew bigger and bigger. And 8 months later...
Thank you for arriving to the world safely. little one.
Thank you for giving birth to this beautiful boy. We named him Haruto. Our baby was finally born. And as it turns out, as a 6-month checkup. Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Unazuka, do you have a moment? I have something important to tell you.
What do you think it is?
I don't know either. Your son, he has the mind of a genius.
Huh?
The cells of his brain are multiplying at an incredible rate. If it goes on like this, I'd be expecting him to be able to stand or even talk soon. But, he's already standing and walking. It's 6 months.
Mama? Papa? Are you done talking? Not yet.
That's a 6-month-old. We did have a vague suspicion, but it looks like our son really is a genius. He showed more interest in economic newsletters and current events than childish cartoons and picture books. I did think he was maturing a little faster than other children. Our doctor was literally stunned into silence, but I guess we can't blame him for it. As if all that wasn't enough to clue us in, around the time he turned 1...
Yuta, take a look at this!
You stole that from the loo?
Nobody! Haruto did this!
Unbelievably, Haruto had drawn a perfect replica of the Mona Lisa, and when I thought he was just doodling on the wall. The Last Supper.
Peace!
It almost seemed like our son was a reincarnation of Da Vinci. Despite all this, we did our best to raise Haruto while letting him express his talents freely. Instead of giving him special treatment because of his intellect, we simply continued to love him. Haruto grew up at the speed of light without ever getting sick. I was happy to see my child getting taller and taller every day. But lately, Kanae has been looking really anxious. One day I got worried and brought it up. You've been really down lately. What's going on?
The thing is, about your brother.
Huh? Shuta, what about him? We've managed to go all this time without mentioning him, but Kanae finally told me everything. Later I met up with Shuta at a cafe. He was as carefree as ever. Yo, Yuta, you doing well? Yeah, you look good too. Sure, I guess. And it's been about 2 years since we've seen each other. What do you want to talk about? I heard about what you did from Kanae. Huh? What did I do? You guys never dated, right? This is what Kanae told me. About a week before I reunited with Kanae. That day, she was apparently wandering around in town and then...
Oh, Yuta!
She spotted me by chance. She wanted to chase after me immediately, but she wasn't sure what I would think now that she was in a wheelchair. She made it all the way up to my apartment. She was just about to turn back, but... I know you. Are you looking for my brother?
You're Yuta Tsunazuka's brother?
Yep, I'm Shuta Suzunuka. Nice to meet you. Shuta then invited Kanae to a cafe for a chat. The fact that she had a crush on me in high school, and how she became paralyzed from the accident. She even told him how she was too ashamed to meet me in this state. Hearing that, Shuta told her with a smile. Something like that. Wouldn't it be better just to meet him and talk it out? If you like him, just tell him and be done with it.
That's easy for you to say.
You're overthinking this. Yuta is my little brother who I'm so very proud of. He wouldn't look down on you just because you're in a wheelchair. On the contrary, he's a great guy who'd probably try his best to help you. So stop worrying and just go for it.
But...
All right, I got this. Leave it all to me.
Huh? What are you going to do?
My brother then decided to pretend that he was dating Kanae. Making it seem like he was just dumping Kanae on me was all part of his plan. You did all that to bring us together, didn't you? Honestly, it was just a spur-of-the-moment decision. Was that really all it was? I mean, it did turn out exactly as planned. Enough already! Why are you shouting? Why do you insist on making yourself the bad guy? That's not... I've always been proud of you as a brother, Shuta. You're always cheerful and bright and so damn popular with everyone. Even though I've always been compared to you, you're still the best brother. I've always looked up to you. Yuta. Now that I think of it, the hand-me-downs I got from Shuta... Huh? Shuta, the shirt's falling apart. That's because I like this one. How about I return some of your clothes? Nah, it's all good. Rather than that, I have some more clothes I don't want, so take them off my hands for me, huh? He always said this while wearing frayed and worn clothes. Most likely he played it down by saying, hand-me-downs, and I don't want them anymore. So I wouldn't feel like I owed him. What was he actually doing giving me his own clothes? Also, Dad told me you didn't go to university. He told me that compared to me, you were less sure about what field to study. You went straight to work after high school and used your earnings to pay for my university fees and living expenses, didn't you? Apparently, Shuta had begged our parents to let me go to university. Yuta's good at studying and his future's promising. I have no doubt he's going to become a really capable guy. So please allow him to enter Yuki University.
But we can't afford to send both of you.
I refuse to fork over that much money for Yuta over you. I get it. In that case, I'll go to work and earn the money for his university fees and the apartment myself.
Why are you going that far for him?
You're gonna let your own future go to waste for him? Of course I am. He's my precious little brother. Isn't that what big brothers are supposed to do? And so my brother gave up on entering university and instead went to work to help me pay for college. To think that all that time I thought it was my parents sending me money every month. I'm sorry, Shuta. Until now, don't apologize. I did all that on my own. Why did you... For me? We're brothers, connected by blood. As a big brother, I was the one who decided to put my little brother first. Thanks, Shuta. Enough about me. It's more important to treasure your current family. Take good care of Kanae and Haruto, okay? I had no idea that I've been sheltered by my brother's love all this time. Speaking of what happened after that, I cherish Kanae and Haruto even more than before. And after Haruto's second birthday...
I think I'm pregnant again.
Really? Congrats! After a few months, we welcomed our greatly anticipated second child into the world. This time, as a little girl. Aw, how cute! You're getting married soon, too. Well, yeah. I'm gonna have a happy family just like you. If there's anything I can do to help, just say it. Haruto, you're a big brother now. You have to look after your little sister, got it?
Of course I will, Uncle Shuta. From everything Papa has told me, I have great respect for you. I'll be the best big brother, just like you.
Right. Well, I guess it's good you understand. Hey, Haruto, isn't he a little smart for his age? He just turned 3, right? Yeah, he's a genius after all. Incidentally, Haruto's latest Da Vinci replica, The Virgin on the Rocks, was auctioned off for about $200,000 online.
I can't thank you enough, Shuta. I'm truly happy that you helped to reunite us back then.
That's good to know.
Thank you. But it's a shame I can't walk on my own 2 feet with my child in my arms.
Oh, actually, about that.
Amazing! I'm walking!
The development process took 3 years, but the bipedal locomotion robot is finally complete. As expected of a genius's father. No, I mean, Haruto helped by drawing the design blueprint also. The reason why Kanae finally admitted the truth about my brother was because of what Haruto said to her one day.
I'm happy that you're letting me draw your portrait, Mama. Good painter is to paint 2 main things. Namely, man and the workings of man's mind. Huh? You're keeping a secret from Papa, aren't you, Mama? A secret from your Papa? Eyes are the windows to the soul. I know when I look into your eyes.
Without those words, Kanae might have never told me what happened about my brother. Just to confirm, he is 3 years old, right? Yeah, he's 3 this year. An all-knowing genius?
Peace!
Truly, my son is terrifying.
Susudo, there is something I want to talk to you about, so would you come into the meeting room?
Yes, of course. The boss wants to talk to me? Did I do something wrong? I, Takumi Susudo, work at a food company as a salesman. I'm 25 years old.
Susudo, I just wanted to make sure, but you aren't married yet, right?
No, I'm not married. I want to concentrate on my work for now.
I see, I think that's a good way of thinking. But in order to give your 100% at work, it's also important to have a fulfilling personal life. Do you have a girlfriend?
A girlfriend? No, I don't.
I see. Then do you even like beautiful women who are of your age?
If I had to say yes or no, I would of course say yes.
I see, that's great.
Boss, what is this about?
Well, actually, a president of one of our clients' companies wants to find someone who would be suitable for his daughter.
Oh, does that mean to have an arranged meeting with the president's daughter?
Good guess.
Oh, but that is a pretty heavy responsibility.
No, I hold you in high esteem. You can do it.
I see. Well, could you tell me which company that president runs?
If I tell you that, you'll feel unnecessary pressure, so I won't say it.
But I don't want to make any mistakes, so I want to research about the company beforehand.
No, I think you'll be able to find it without doing any research.
My boss didn't tell me which company's president's daughter I had to meet, and the day of the arranged dates meeting came. I couldn't refuse this. Well, there is no way that a daughter of a company's president would like me, so this is just a mere formality. I'll just be careful not to make any mistakes, and her family will probably refuse me for some reasons of financial imbalance or something between us.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Susudo.
Oh, are you the person I'm supposed to meet today? I feel like I've seen her somewhere before.
No, it's not me, but the lady over there who is to meet you. You look plain as ever, Susudo.
Ugh, what's it to you, Hatano?
Who else would it be? You have no sense.
She's as annoying as ever. She is Yukino Hatano. Although she is a daughter of a company's president, it seemed to be her family's policy to have their daughter go to a normal public high school. That is why we went to the same high school. I was the captain of the boys' basketball club, and Hatano was the captain of the girls' basketball club, so we had relative frequent changes to talk with each other. But it didn't mean that we got along. Because we often were competitive with each other, we were known for not getting along with each other. When I think about it, Hatano's father is the president of a nationwide supermarket chain. That's why the food company I work at has so many business dealings with their father's company. It would have made sense to have thought of Hatano at first, but because it's such a big company, it hadn't crossed my mind. To begin with, she wasn't so polite, and since we often fought with each other, I had forgotten that Hatano was a company president's daughter.
Hato, I want to talk with him alone, so please leave. I'll let you know when we are finished. Yes, miss. Have a good time. As always, you always say something extra.
So, did you know that you'd be meeting with me today?
Of course.
Why didn't you decline? We used to fight often in high school, but didn't you hate me?
Of course I don't like you, but I am already an adult. I thought that it would be easier to meet with someone I knew and decline as opposed to meeting a stranger.
Oh, I see. It's my first time having been to an arranged date meeting, but I guess a company president's daughter has to go through things like this.
Well, I guess so. There is a pile of pictures of prospective husbands at my house.
What a crazy world.
Yes, it's pretty troublesome.
I don't understand the world of rich people. From my point of view, you're the captain of the girls' basketball team, so I didn't have that kind of image of you belonging to the rich people.
That's true. You were the only one who didn't see me as a rich family's daughter, but saw me as an equal. Oh, I thought of something cool. Why don't we go out with each other?
What? What is this, out of the blue?
If it were you, Susudo, you could still see me as an equal, right?
After all, since we are having an arranged date meeting, this sort of thing is just the natural course of things, no? Well, I guess you are right about that, but since it was so sudden, this situation would make that idea pretty normal, but I still can't believe that Hatano was saying this. Are you sure it's okay that it's me? I'm sure that you have many other possibilities who come from wealthy families.
If I were to date such a person, it would be so much work. And if I got married and became a wife of a company's president, I would have to attend many business parties, so it would be troublesome. I like my current work, so I don't want to give that up.
Oh, I see. I guess that if she were to date a normal businessman like me, she wouldn't have to concern herself with any more meetings with prospective husbands and continue to lead a normal life.
For your company as well as for you, I don't think it would be a bad thing if you were to get married.
Well, you're right. So this means that Hitano is not interested in dating me because she likes me, but because she wants to lead a normal life, and I happen to be a good person for that. But I guess this isn't so bad for me either. I actually liked Hitano ever since I was in high school. It's true that at first we would have fights as both captains of the basketball teams, but I came to think more about Hitano while we had our fights. After our graduation, we didn't have any chances to meet up, so an opportunity like that would never come again. Okay, if you're fine with me.
Okay, then it's decided.
Can it be that Hitano consented to going out with me so easily? None of this seems like it's real. It's like a dream.
You must be happy to be able to go out with me, right?
I am, but to be said so directly makes my happiness half of what it is. Maybe I should tease her a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy to be going out with such a beautiful person.
Oh, well, that's true, isn't it?
Oh, is she embarrassed? Well, she must be used to being told that, so probably not. So, what should we do now?
What, from now?
Yeah, I mean that you decided to go out with me because you don't want to deal with other prospective husbands anymore, right? If that's the case, then unlike normal couples, I thought you don't want to go out on dates that often.
That is an absolute no.
What?
If we don't go out on dates, we wouldn't be able to say that we are going out, right? On top of that, my dad would become suspicious as to whether we truly are a couple or not.
Oh, you have a point.
We will go out on a date at least once a week, if not more. I will message you at least once a day. To be honest, I want to message you from good morning to good night, but I guess that would make things hard for us, so I'll let that one go.
Isn't that more than a normal couple who work?
Oh, you don't like the idea?
No, I'm fine with that.
Then it's decided. As for our first date, I'll decide where to go. Is next Saturday okay with you?
Oh, thanks. Saturday is fine.
Okay, then it's Saturday.
She didn't seem so into this at first, but she's deciding things quite quickly. Now that I think about it, it was quite an arranged date meeting. What a surprise that the person I met was Hitano. It is true that Hitano's company and mine work together very often. I should have realized it more quickly. But I guess it's fine since I can go out with Hitano. Saturday.
Thanks for waiting, Sasudo.
Whoa, that is quite a car.
Oh, really? It's always this car, so I wouldn't know.
Well, it's a kind of car that I would never be able to ride in my lifetime.
Since this is a date, compliment me and not the car.
Oh, sorry, you're right. No, a ponytail looks good on you. It reminds me of the time when we were in high school.
I see. Well, I didn't make a ponytail because of that. Miss, when you are finished with the date, please let me know. All right, I know. Don't smile like that and just go. Yes, enjoy your date. Kato always says something extra.
But you two seem to have a good relationship.
Well, she has been supporting me ever since I was little. She is like a big sister who likes to look after me.
I see. So, where are we going today?
I was thinking of going to an aquarium, but is that all right with you? I thought it's a classic date destination, so that it's good.
Oh, an aquarium. Sounds good. Okay then, let's go. After that, we went to a nearby aquarium. I wonder how many years it's been since I've been to an aquarium.
Haven't you come here with your ex-girlfriend?
Nah, I've never had a girlfriend.
Oh, is that right? I see. You've never had a girlfriend. You weren't that popular at all, I see.
Hey, why do you look so happy? It's just like in high school, you're making fun of me again.
That's not true. Anyway, let's go to see the fish quickly.
After that, we went around the aquarium once.
It was quite enjoyable.
Really? Then it's good. We spent about an hour, including the dolphin show, but isn't an aquarium a place that we should spend more time at? Maybe she actually didn't have a good time, so we went around quickly.
Then, shall we get something to eat?
Oh, good idea. After that, we went to an Italian restaurant and said goodbye to each other for that day. After that, we went on a date every Saturday and a month had gone by.
Hey, this is our 4th date, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. We take turns deciding where to go on our dates, but I don't feel like our dates are going well. As long as I can go somewhere with Hatano, I don't mind where we go. But since I don't know what Hatano is thinking, I'm a little worried. Also, she seems like she's a little bit angry with me every time.
I think it's about time, no?
What? Does she mean that she's fed up with this relationship and wants to break it off?
Why don't we get married?
What? Why?
Well, because we started dating under the condition that we would get married, right?
Well, that is true, but...
I thought that you were dating me because you didn't want to go on dates with other prospective husbands, so I thought a marriage with me wasn't in question.
Also, we went on a few dates, but you didn't seem to be enjoying yourself so much.
Oh, really? I did actually have fun.
Oh, then that's good.
So then, are we going to get married or not?
What to do? Wouldn't it be better to do that after we go out for a little bit longer? But I should probably decide before Hatano changes her mind. Then, yes.
All right, thanks.
This arranged marriage has been decided extremely quickly. It's only been a month since we started going out.
But we've only known each other since high school, so it's been about 10 years since we've met, right?
Well, that is true. Then should we go out and buy a wedding and an engagement ring now?
A wedding ring is enough, since we've already become engaged.
Oh, I see. If you're alright with that.
Isn't it okay for us to live at your place?
I'm fine with that, but isn't it a little bit small for both of us to live in?
I don't mind. My family's house isn't so far away, so I can leave most of my things behind. The only things I need are clothes.
Isn't it okay to come as if it were just a trip to somewhere? Well, the luggage seems to be fine for now, but I guess that we should get a new bed.
Okay, then let's go look for one.
After that, we bought our wedding ring, submitted our marriage documentation, and very quickly we were married. Okay, now that we submitted our marriage form, we are officially a married couple from today.
Yes, that's right.
Having said that though, it doesn't feel so real. Since we bought our wedding ring in a hurry, they haven't even arrived yet.
My clothes have already been delivered to your place. But is it really okay for me to start living with you at your place from today?
Yeah, I think it'd be good to spend the first day of our marriage at our place. Okay, then let's go home. That is how we submitted our marriage form and went back to my apartment. We have some liquor, so I guess that we can enjoy drinking at home for today.
Yeah, but could you hug me tightly?
What?
I mean, we could eat later, so could you first take care of me? If you won't do it, Takumi, I'll do it.
Wait, what is going on all of a sudden?
We're married now, so it's not a problem, right?
Well, it's not a problem, but I'm just surprised because it's so sudden.
Also, what did you just say, Takumi? I'm also Sasaro from today. Call me Yukino from now on.
That's true, Yukino.
You finally said my name. You could have called me by my first name when we were in high school. I always wanted to call you Takumi.
Oh, is that right? I understand about calling each other by our first names, but what was that about hugging me so suddenly?
It's not strange since we are married.
Right, but I'm surprised since it's different from when we were going out and also when we were in high school.
Well, I didn't have the confidence to show my real self when we were still not married.
Oh, is this the real you?
Yes. I absolutely did not want to fail because I've liked you ever since we were in high school, so I couldn't show you my true self. We were also competing with each other, so we would often get into fights.
Oh, you too, Yukino? I also liked you ever since we were in high school, but because of that, I would often argue with you.
Oh, you too, Takumi.
Yeah, I guess that we were pretty similar to each other after all. Then what about when you didn't seem to enjoy our dates?
What? I always had fun when we went on our dates.
But when we went to the aquarium, we went through it extremely quickly.
That's because it was the first time for me to go on a date and I was nervous, so I couldn't afford to look around slowly.
Oh, I see. So, you liked me?
Yes, I've been telling you that. Sorry that I couldn't show you my true feelings before.
No, I also couldn't be honest with you either. Also, I'm relieved to know that you married me because you actually like me.
Oh, then that's good. Then I won't hold back any longer, so be prepared. What?
After that, we spent our nights together as if to make up for what we didn't do before. The next day...
Good morning, Takumi.
Oh, good morning. Yukino, we got married in a rush, but can we do things one more time and take time with it? I want to give you an engagement ring and a wedding ceremony, too.
Really? If you want to do that, Takumi, I would prefer that too.
Okay, then let's do so.
Yes, thanks. Then, let's invite about 300 people for our wedding.
Wow, I'll do my best. We fought a lot in our high school days, but from now on, we were able to get along well with each other.
In front of a building in the evening where there isn't much foot traffic. How did this happen? I was just deep in thought. There's so many things that happen that don't make any sense. Well, I'm trying to say this. What I'm trying to say is, you seem like you're having fun, Fukami.
You wanna try too, Shijo?
No, I think I'll pass. A cool, beautiful girl known for her salty responses was stuck in between a building and an old window. I'm Masato Shijo, and Narumi Fukami met about 2 months ago. It was the starting ceremony of the season. We sat next to each other. For a while, nothing happened. We never interacted, and everything was peaceful. However, 2 weeks after the starting ceremony, must be nice that you get to sit next to her, huh? Yeah, I sit next to her, so. What do you mean? You don't know? Okay, then let me tell you. I'm gonna call him Friend A to protect his privacy. It's not because he's just a random person that doesn't matter to this story. Just so you know. According to this friend, Narumi Fukami is a terribly smart, beautiful girl. She's got a great family line and has been praised for having skin like jewels and the beauty of her flower. However, that perfection comes at a cost of her being salty towards others, and she's been aptly named Salty Cold Beauty. This is a pretty interesting story as how she got called that too. When she had just started school, a lot of boys who didn't know what kind of personality she had asked her out. And not only were they rejected, she said that she's not interested in romance at all. They lost all sense of hope, and she's just been focused on studies and club activities. What happened between them? Friend A didn't say anything more. So yeah, you're apparently called the Salty Cold Beauty. That's embarrassing, don't call me that. What? Why are you talking to her like that? I mean, yeah, we've spoken to each other like this since the starting ceremony.
Shijo, why don't we eat on the roof? It's a nice day today.
Yeah, that sounds good. There aren't too many people to bother us. Wait, hang on! Why did you start getting along with her? Unfortunately, there really is nothing more to it. We barely have a friendship, let alone a relationship. However, we do seem to have a lot of similarities and enjoy spending time next to each other because it's comfortable. We pair up during class, we eat together during lunch every day, and we go home together sometimes. That's it.
Hey, let's trade some food.
Sure. I want that hamburger. I'll give you my mini tomato.
Do you not understand courtesy or equal value?
Oh, come on! This is nothing compared to the greater scheme of the world. Don't complain about being fair.
We are talking about our bento, right? Okay then, here. Say ah.
Wait, what is this sorcery?
This is the condition in which I will trade you my hamburger patty for your mini tomato.
I will have to reconsider. Maybe the wiener, but wait!
Huh?
Ah!
You ate it. How does it taste?
Of course it tastes great.
Great. It means that my hard work of waking up early and cooking it myself has paid off.
You're really good at cooking, huh?
You think so? I think it's pretty normal.
No, this is seriously beyond normal. It's abnormal, actually.
I'm not sure that's a compliment.
The opposite of normal was abnormal, wasn't it? Okay, sure, here.
Huh? You're gonna give me the wiener too?
If you think about it, my hamburger patty for your mini tomato isn't fair.
I would prefer it if you feed it to me.
Shut up.
So, have you ever kissed a girl?
Well, that was a totally normal transition. I can't say I've kissed anyone, let alone a girl.
I see. Are you interested in that sort of thing?
I mean, yeah, but it's not like I'm okay with anyone.
Go on.
I want to kiss a girl I like. You too, right?
No, I don't agree.
You want to kiss anyone wherever, as much as you want?
You're going to make me angry. I feel like I'm going to fall for the person I kiss.
Is this like the whole which came first, the egg or the chicken kind of argument?
No, it's more simple. I feel like I fall for people easily. I don't have any experience, but if I kiss someone, I think I'll fall for them.
That's an interesting topic.
Would you like to kiss me to test this hypothesis?
Another totally normal segue. Why me?
I don't have any other boys I can ask.
Dude, you realize that there's a chance that you might like me if we do that? You should go for someone who's way better looking than some introvert like me.
You know, I really like how you're serious and straight-edged like that. Thank you for going along with my joke.
You were joking. Come on, let's go back to class. That's seriously not funny. So the same girl that busts out those really terrible jokes is squished between a building. Why? This is actually kind of funny.
Do you understand the word emergency? Stop being calm and help me.
Do you want them from the front or from behind? That is the problem.
If possible, push me back into the building from the front.
Why?
Just do it.
I've pushed her, she asked and helped her out, but... I'm sorry, now I'm stuck.
Are you stupid?
Now I got stuck within the windowsill. This is something that you'd normally see in a movie or drama. A sidekick who went to help the main character get stuck and sacrifices himself or herself. Apparently the windowsill itself is a little warped, and you can't open or close it. What's wrong? You're gonna make me a little shy staring at me like that. Why are you staring at me?
I'm observing your goofy face.
And what is your observation?
It pains me to admit this, but you are a good-looking man. Very much my type.
Then you really need to consider re-observing. I'm just a goofball that's literally stuck in a window.
I feel like this happened before. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do, but...
Yeah, that time actually.
No, let's not start that. How about we save me first? That was about a week after she said the kissing joke. I was incredibly tired from playing games all night, and so I dragged myself to school. And unfortunately, I was doing PE for almost 6 periods straight for some plot reasons. Of course, I was asleep in class after school was over when...
Morning, Shijo.
Oh, morning, Fukami. When I opened my eyes, I saw Fukami. She looked at me with her face blushed, staring at my face. I was, of course, confused. What are you doing?
I was observing your goofy face.
And? What's your observation?
Nothing. Nothing really.
And that was it at that time. However, a few days later, I was walking home with her when...
Hey, wanna go by the game center?
I mean, sure, but are you sure you want to? Your parents are pretty strict, right?
I need to relax a little too.
I mean, I hope you can relax around me.
Are you saying that I'm normally too nervous around you because you're so incredibly good-looking?
No, I'm not just some introvert. I'm not that confident in myself.
No, you're definitely good-looking.
We should skip the game center and go to an optometrist.
No. Why do you not have any confidence in yourself?
I mean, I guess I haven't really been praised by people. My parents almost always say that I'm a pretty terrible child.
Then you're just like me.
Huh? We're the same?
My parents always knocked me too.
You look like some super perfect person to me.
That's not true. I have a sister that's 3 years older than me, and they're always comparing me to her. I mean, she really is perfect, so from my parents' perspective, I probably look like a worse version of her.
I see. I thought to myself, maybe she's not a super perfect human. She's just been tasked to be one. Maybe she feels choked being forced to be perfect. When others force her to be this perfect Narumi Fukami, she probably corners herself. She can't get out of that corner, so her surroundings force her to just stay the perfect girl. That's why that whole kissing thing from before was a surprise. She must have done her best to change from her salty, beautiful girl thing. She wanted to appeal that she was just a girl too. And if I hadn't understood that...
We can go to the game center another day.
Come on, you got a curfew, right? Let's hurry.
My hand?
You want to relax, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a little forced. Maybe I'm just butting in when I don't need to. Or maybe I'm also forcing my image of what I wanted to be on her. But I wanted her to smile, because she sat next to me.
Oh, this is cute.
You want it?
Yeah, but crane games seem so difficult.
It's fine, it just takes a little finagling. First, let's figure out the center of gravity of the toy.
Yeah.
You push the vertical button and Stop. And then move it to the center of the doll and stop.
I got it!
Great job!
It's thanks to you.
Oh, you really just had a natural talent is all.
Thank you, Shijo.
Yeah, I was a little shy. It was the first time that she showed me her smile. But this kind of thing makes me really shy. And right about the time it was her curfew.
I want to do that last.
Oh, the photo booth. Wanna try?
Yeah.
It might be your first time using a photo booth.
Choose your background. I'm getting nervous now.
Yeah, my hands are so sweaty.
Let's start taking photos. Give us a peace sign. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Yay.
Perfect!
You said that weird, didn't you?
No, I just figured that this will be the first and last time I take a picture.
But why yeah for a peace sign?
I don't know, I figured it'd be a little weird till the end. And that was our last photo.
All right, pick a random pose for the last photo.
I want to do the kiss photo.
Huh?
It's just pretending. We just get closer.
Okay. But this is really nerve-wracking. She's got big eyes, pale skin, her face is really red. Is she nervous?
3, 2, 1.
And I got closer to Fukami, but... Huh? Wait! Our lips definitely touched. My heart is pounding out of my chest. And she knew about it too, and her face was super red.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. We hid the whole thing with a heart stamp. We looked at the finished pictures, and I remembered her comment that she might fall for the person she kissed. But that wasn't true. I already liked her. But I was starting to lie to myself. I'm just an introvert, and she's beautiful. I was worried that our daily lives would crumble.
I was going for that kiss. I thought maybe you'd fall for me. I'm going to tell you now, but I like you, Shijo. Even before we kissed. So... can you kiss me again?
Okay, this is definitely not the time or place. I was asked out while stuck in a window. I couldn't just say yes, so I was extremely annoyed, but she did help me out.
Oh, it's raining.
Pouring, actually. As soon as we tried to get out of the abandoned building, it started pouring. We decided to hang out in the building till it stopped raining.
You're not going to ask me why I'm going into this building?
I mean, I've seen you go into this building before.
I see. My father owns this building. It's going to be demolished soon, but
Fukami went into the shadows and brought out a kitten.
this girl has taken a liking to this building.
And you've been taking care of it, huh?
You knew?
I mean, a little. I'd see you going into a quiet alley, so I followed you and... Wait, you're really smiling in front of cats, huh?
What? What's wrong with that?
Oh, it's good. I think that's much better than salty.
You're seriously embarrassing me.
By the way, the reason she was stuck,
She tried to jump out of the building
and you got stuck trying to catch her.
yeah. She came right back, but
So, what are you gonna do with her?
I want to keep her, but my father has a cat allergy.
I see. Then I could take her.
But will your parents let you?
I'm sure it'll work itself out. The correct way of saying it was that I made it work. I figured that she was taking care of it here because she couldn't at her house. That's why I begged my parents a few days ago and asked them if we could keep it. I'm not gonna tell her this, but
Thank you, Shijo.
it's fine. I just like cats too.
I like that you like to hide your emotions sometimes.
I really don't want to hear that coming from you. So that's where our conversation ended, but... Crap! I haven't answered her confession!
Yeah?
After I took the kitten home, I realized that I didn't say how I felt about her. That was all because I got stuck in the window. 2 days later, the weekend, she came to my house. She said she was curious about the cat.
What's wrong, Shijo?
Oh, nothing. Oh, a little nervous.
I just bought her a collar.
I see. I was thinking about buying one, so that's perfect.
Want to put it on?
Yeah.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, what do you want to name her?
How about Naruto?
A ninja?
No, Narumi and Masato. We take one part of each and Naruto. Or maybe Masami?
I just thought of someone else.
Really? I did too.
So we decided on Naruto.
Naruto, over here.
Yeah?
I can watch this all day. Fukami taking care of Naruto was even cuter. So how am I gonna tell Fukami how I feel?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing, just thinking.
Thinking about what?
Oh, I'm not on my game today.
Maybe about my confession from the other day?
Oh yeah, that was just a bad timing, but I figured I would tell you how I felt today. Will you listen?
Yeah.
I found that I fell for you without even thinking about it too. You remember when we were, in the photo booth? That just made me sure. So I thought that once we had a nice friendship before, but I want to take another step forward and date you.
You're really gonna go out with me?
Yeah, I'd love if you let me be your boyfriend.
Wanna kiss me then?
I mean, this is the perfect timing, then. We both are a little dishonest with ourselves, but maybe that's just what made us perfect. We started dating and we're a little more honest with our feelings. I'm sure I'm a weird guy for liking a girl like her, though. It's been 2 weeks since my father was admitted to the hospital. Here to see you, Dad. I want a cute young nurse instead. This man is technically my father. I'm gonna start college come spring. I found myself at my father's hospital bed again. You're seriously a little too concerned for someone who just has a broken bone. But you get to meet cute young nurses, right? That's my boy! I don't want to be grouped together with this old pervy man. Aki was worried about you, Dad. Aki is my sister, 1 year younger than me. She's pretty cute, and yes, I'm proud. Aki is concerned, huh? I'm happy. She was concerned because you're not working and how you plan to make money. I see. It sounds like there might be no love here, but she is just very pragmatic. As my father was a little annoyed having to deal with my sister's concerns.
Hello, Mr. Sagara.
The door opened up and a gorgeous nurse with beautiful brown hair entered the room. She had a great face and curves you could see right through her nurse's uniform. The eyes did not go wanting. Her name was Aika Sugawara. I started talking to her more after my father was admitted. Ooh, you're cute today, Aika. My father was excited. I was embarrassed, but I understood why.
Yeah. Keep it in your pants, Mr. Sagara.
She was actually pretty brutal coming from such a beautiful person.
Hey, you. You're coming to check up on your father again? What a good kid.
I'm sure my father must be so proud to have me as a son. No, you came here to see the cute nurse! Ah! Oops, my hand slipped and hit my dad in his kidney.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're almost better.
What? It's my fault after all that?
You wouldn't do anything wrong. Or are you saying that I have bad eyes?
Honestly, wow. I'm probably not one to say anything, but yeah, you probably do have bad eyes.
Hey, you. I'm almost on my break. Want to have food with me?
Are you sure? Eating lunch with this beautiful woman? I'm ecstatic, of course. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough money, though.
Don't worry. I can spot you.
We're in, boys! But you have her at home. Oh yeah, my sister is at home. I'm probably hungry because she's off school. I'm the one that cooks and she can't cook at all, so I need to go home or she can't eat.
Her?
Yeah, her.
I see. You're very friendly with her.
I mean, she's my sister, so yeah.
By the way, just wondering, but by her, you mean...
What is that weird question? I mean, yeah, her gender is... yes, by her, I mean a girl.
But...
Huh? Did I say something that warrants my favorite actor just got married type of reaction? I just referred to my sister as her and she's upset. What does she think up in her mind? Hey, a little more and I can see your butt. What?
Aika! Come on! Let's go on a break. What are you doing?
My father was trying to get to a lower position when I bent over to tie my shoes and another woman showed up. Black hair, cut evenly around shoulder length, her face looking like an idol. Her name was Sana Ikuda. She was also someone that I started getting along with recently.
Hey, hear me out, Sana. We have a very big problem. Yeah, it's definitely a big problem when you see some creepy old man trying to perv on a woman.
Excuse you, I'm just fixing my shoes.
Just hear me out, Sana. There's a girl at Yu's house.
My sister, yeah.
Ah! A girl at his house?
My sister, like I said.
Oh, this is definitely a big problem for us.
Why is it that big of a problem that my sister is at my house? Am I weird for assuming my household is pretty normal? Apparently my house is weird. How dare you talk bad about my household? I mean, they said that I have a problem because my sister is at my house. No way. Maybe you have to mention... Stop! If you say anything more, you'll cause our house to crumble! I mean, your sister's at our house, so... Yeah, that's all.
Huh?
Huh? What are you two surprised about?
The girl at your house, it's your sister?
Yeah?
Wait, hang on. That's not what I heard.
I mean, can you really blame me?
They were whispering to each other. They should talk about me when I'm not around.
But if you think about it, he's a college student.
There's a good chance that he finds a girl. We can't take our time.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you look this way so I'm not stuck on the side of the room? Don't look at me with those wanting eyes. You're gonna make me excited and run shivers down my spine.
Hey, you.
Wanna talk with the nice older girls?
I have a cute sister that's waiting for food at home.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, if we don't hurry, we're gonna run out of break time.
Oh no! I had no idea what was going on, but they dragged me out. I was visiting my dad when... Hello, Father. How are you? Please forgive your son for not being able to say hello. I cannot take a peek into the Forbidden Realm from this angle. By the way, my angle wouldn't let me see me either. What happened after that? Well, I was taken to the hospital yard by those two and they talked to me. As a result... Huh? Why am I out with you two? What's going on? The reason this all started was because... Make sure you're free this weekend! Yes, ma'am. Next week is with me. Of course. I'm not sure I understood either, but I just answered through reflex and I want to claim entrapment.
Hello?
Whoa! Miss Sugawara was not in her uniform. She looked great in her nurse's uniform, but this was also new and also showed quite a bit of skin. You're so pretty!
Thanks.
So, where are we going? I just showed up on the weekend, but...
Where do you think we're going? It starts with an L.
My perverted self could only think of Love Hotel.
A land park!
Technically, it was an amusement park that started with L. We're at the amusement park together. It's been so long, probably since elementary school.
I haven't come recently either. I'm a little excited.
So you called me out to hang out with you as a friend?
I just wanted to hang out with you, so let's have as much fun as we can today.
My head was hot. When beautiful girls say things like this, I get really confused, so it's really a problem. This is so bad for my heart. I was red while we walked into the amusement park. The park was fun. It was enough to scream off the top of my lungs out of joy. Ah!
This is more fun than I thought.
This is the 8th time that we're riding this, so you should be used to it by now! However, I was a little excited when we rode something else. We rode other roller coaster rides after that. She wanted to rest, so we took a seat on the bench. Here you are, Sugawara.
Thank you, Yu.
I brought a drink to her.
I'm a little tired. I wasn't that tired while riding.
After riding the roller coaster 10 times, it's pretty insane that you're able to walk at all. I was exhausted after round 2. You know, thinking about it, she really was beautiful. Miss Ukuta was more cute, but Miss Sugawara was the complete opposite. Why am I out with this person? If she wanted to go out to the park, she could have just invited a friend. She shouldn't have any problem finding someone.
What's wrong? Why are you looking at me?
Oh, I was just wondering why you wanted to go to the park with me. It was obvious why. I was just a family of a patient and wasn't her lover or her friend.
Oh, that?
I was confused as she looked nostalgic.
I actually ran into a perv a little while back.
She said, catch me off guard. What, were you okay?
Oh, you're curious?
Huh? I've never tried to do anything pervy to her.
A boy helped me. A lot of people noticed, but said nothing. But he did. That boy chased the suspect as soon as the train stopped. I wasn't even able to thank him.
Huh? I think I kind of figured it out. I finally figured it out. Oh yeah, I think I tried to stop a perv before I started college. Wait, so that guy?
I knew right away. It was obviously destiny, though.
I never would have figured Miss Sugawara to be that woman. What are the chances? Do you understand the percentage?
I was so happy. You really saved me. You were such a badass. That's why I wanted to get along with you. I wanted to get along with you the best. That's why I'm not a nurse and you're not a family member of my patient right now. I'm a girl hanging out with a guy.
Her cheeks were red and she was honest with me. I was so happy and excited. I'm sure you understand, so... All right, let's have all the fun then.
Thank you.
At first, I was confused as to why she wanted to go out with me, but now I'm not confused at all. I'm gonna have all the fun, and that was all I could think of. What do you want to ride next?
I want to ride the roller coaster.
Yeah, somehow I'm not surprised.
And now it's my turn.
The day after I went out to an amusement park with Miss Sugawara, I was invited to Miss Ikuta's room. I have a question, miss.
Yes, Mr. Sagara?
Why was I invited to your home?
You don't ask something so simple. I like games. Do you play games?
I mean, yes, but... What? Don't even dream of beating me.
Oh, eat that.
You must be joking.
Oh, you blocked it.
I beat her in the game. I mean, complete domination.
Oh, you could have taken it easy on me.
I'm gonna treat everyone fairly. Even if the girl I'm facing is a cute girl, I'm gonna go 100%.
You're acting a little out of character.
Well, I got a little carried away there. She's such a cute woman.
Oh yeah, it's almost time for lunch.
Okay, I'll borrow your kitchen.
Huh? You're gonna make me food?
Huh? Don't men have to cook?
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
You know, I might be a little biased, but I feel like I'm starting to understand your family.
I'm sorry, I feel like you're pitying me.
Just go ahead and sit down. I'll make you some food.
But...
Don't worry, I'm great at cooking, and this is my chance to show it off.
She headed to the kitchen. Huh? Chance to show off? Maybe she was trying to one-up me by saying she was better at cooking? Maybe because she just lost the game a second ago? I just gotta let the sore losers be sore.
I feel like you're really making a big misunderstanding.
But that was cute. And then a little while after... Whoa! There was food lined up on the table. Cup noodles! Specifically cup noodles. Why did you pretend to be such a badass?
Oh, I wanted to pretend like some kind of badass. I just wanted to show off how cool I could be.
True, I don't feel like I've seen anything so far that seems special. However, that was a little charming, and... You know, there's a certain demand for innocent, clumsy girls.
I'm not looking to be that girl!
Really? You're a perfect fit. Why even try to show off anyway? It's not like I care. She's attractive as is.
'Cause I don't want to lose to Aika.
Huh?
Do you remember the first time we met?
I mean, yeah. She was at the hospital looking for something. It wasn't that long ago, but I remember looking with her.
I was so happy when you helped. It was just a key holder, the thing I dropped. No one helped me out. It wasn't like anyone should have helped me out, and I wasn't mad that no one helped me, but that's why I was even more happy when you helped me.
She grinned and smiled. I was a little shy. It wasn't that big of a deal.
So, yeah, I kind of wanted to get to know you better.
I feel like this is the second time someone told me something like this. Both of the nurses. I'm just a family member of a patient, but I didn't want it to end there. I think I kind of figured it out. Me too. I couldn't help but let out a grin. I want to get along with you too, Ms. Ikuta. I knew that she was a great person, and I knew she was attractive, so I didn't feel bad about her saying this at all. If anything, please look my way.
Great!
She smiled.
Then let's be more friendly with each other than anyone else.
Than anyone else?
Okay, here!
She moved her chopsticks towards me. Whoa, here we go. It has to be difficult to eat cup noodles from someone's hand, but
Did you not like it?
I loved it. Whatever, it was difficult, but I'm gonna eat if a beautiful girl is feeding me. I don't care if my mouth is burned, I'm gonna accept.
Okay.
I burned my mouth. After I met with them, I went back to see my father on days I didn't have any college lectures. I think I can leave soon. Oh, great! That was a good thing. I'm sure Aki would be overjoyed. Then we have the slave workforce to support us. I don't want to go home now. I'm glad that I didn't have to worry about our money either. I don't want to go home. I really loved my life here. You're an adult, right? I'm not going to feel any sympathy for you. I can't see any of the cute nurses anymore. Okay, that I can sympathize. Understand that.
Mr. Sakura!
As I was sympathizing quietly, Miss Akuta showed up. Miss Akuta!
Hey, you. It's been a little bit.
A little bit? Oh, actually, it's been since yesterday for us! Is that really where we should be competing? You're such a child, Dad.
Sana, come on, let's go on break.
And here we go. I'm not sure if I had great or terrible timing. Miss Sugawara showed up.
Oh, you're here too, huh?
Hey, been a minute. A minute? Yeah, last week. I saw her earlier today. Okay, dude, calm down.
Hey, you. Let's go have lunch together.
Yeah, I agree with her.
I'm happy to hear that, but I've got plans.
Then I can give you some of my lunch.
Your lunch? Oh, cup noodles.
Oh, Sana, you're great at lowering your value.
Oh, how dare you!
You can leave her. I'll pay for whatever you want, sweetie.
Woo!
Oh, come on, that's not fair!
I mean, it's cup noodles.
Huh? I'm going to feed him!
Yeah, he's coming with me.
Both my arms were pulled by these two. You know, a Harlem was supposed to be a man's dream, but it wasn't that great, to be honest. Whoa, look at you go, son! Can you stop pretending like you're unrelated and help me out? I was pretty close to the nurses, beyond just being the family member of a patient. However, I kind of felt too close. Or maybe I was just bragging.
Azusa, I want to marry you when I grow up. That's me, Kengo Kinfuji. I proposed to my personal maid Azusa Niyami when I was 10 years old. She was 20 years old back then and was looking after me since she was 18 years old. I was attracted to her as she was very nice, probably the reason I fell in love with her.
Understood. I'm looking forward when the master grows up.
Really? You're not kidding, right?
Why, of course. This is similar when a little girl says she wants to marry her dad. I guess he'll probably forget such promise later on when he grows up.
Getting that sweet yes after proposing to her, I was in high spirits. The legal age of marriage is 18. I can't wait to marry her, I thought. Since then, 8 years have passed. Let me see. Hair, clothes, looking good. Today is the date I've been waiting for, my 18th birthday. With this, I can now marry her. Now, finally at 18, I went out my room in search of Azusa. Where could Azusa be this day? Our mansion's ridiculously big. Finding her is gonna be real tough. Of course, I could always summon her here through a simple phone call, but that's just plain boring. I want to find Azusa on my own, then fulfill my promise at hand. I committed to finding Azusa this way, and then...
So, you were here. Could you spare a moment, Kengo?
Gramps? Something wrong? While walking, I bumped into this old man. He was my grandfather and also the head of the Kinfuji conglomerates. Coming straight to me without summoning the maids. That's rare.
Happy birthday!
Oh, thanks. You came all the way in search of me just to greet me?
No, not at all. So, Kengo, now you're 18, old enough to marry someone, isn't it? See, I've had this birthday party prepared just for you, your fiancé.
What? My fiancé?
You must be delighted, right? Your partner's real enthusiastic about meeting you too, and she says she wants to meet you soon.
No, you've gotta be kidding me. Just why? Why is this happening? Worse, that girl's real enthusiastic too. I must politely decline this while I can. So, not that I need a fiance or anything, but I probably don't deserve someone like her. I mean, I think it's better if she finds someone who's...
No need to be all shy about it. She sent me some pictures. I tell you, that girl's pretty gorgeous.
Being pretty's not the point here.
Things have been progressing smoothly. We're the ones who even brought up this dialogue with them. Now, we can't just leave things all behind, can we? Is there something left to discuss? My lad, pray tell me, do you intend to embarrass me?
I have no intention of doing such thing. No, not in the slightest.
Well then, you'll be meeting with them. Let's hope our marriage talks goes off without a hitch.
Gramps! Gramps was in a really good mood, merrily striding and swaying his arms as he left the place. It was the least of my expectations that something like this would happen, on my long-awaited birthday to be cherished. I've gotta break off this engagement at all costs. Marrying someone who I've never seen face to face, and not to mention I had never even met once, is no mere joke. My heart already belongs to someone else. There's just no way she'd be my fiancé on a whim.
Oh, young master!
Huh? Oh, it's you, Azusa.
Yes, I've heard from the master earlier that the young master has already decided on his fiancé. And so, I would like to address my heartfelt congratulations. Young master? Are you experiencing any chest pains?
Yeah, in a way. My chest does kinda hurt. You too, Azusa? You don't care about me at all. Oh, right! Azusa's being cold on purpose, because I was about to forget all about her. Yes, this surely might be the case. Azusa, I promise I'm not giving up that easily. Don't worry, I'll do my best.
Huh? Yes. I wish the young master good luck.
So I embarked this day for the marriage arrangements with those words from Azusa's encouragement.
Good morning. Please call me Midori Shirazawa. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Really pretty. I've never expected someone this beautiful to be here. Hello, I'm Kengo Kinfuji. The pleasure's all mine. If you ask me, I'd break off these negotiations at this instant, no questions asked. However, I'm pretty sure Gramps would throw himself into a blind rage, and he'll probably just disown me in the end. And I can't let that happen, as I'll just cause Azusa trouble too. So I held back and just let it play out.
Well then, I'll be leaving the rest to you youngsters alone. An old man like me has no business minding you two.
What? Isn't this all a bit sudden? Look, we just finished our introductions with each other, so why?
That should be more than enough, right? I'd expect you, who will sooner or later be bestowed as a man destined to lead my conglomerates, be able to exchange pleasantries and hold a conversation with a woman he'd just met.
That's simply unreasonable.
Let me say this in advance. Surely you've prepared yourself in the event that you want to break off our marriage arrangements, right? I suggest you do so.
There's no way. He can see right through me? This old dude. The fact that he stands at the crown of all these conglomerates, yeah, he's someone to be reckoned with. Let's see, what's my best option here? It's best that I not make an enemy out of Gramps. Nonetheless, there's simply no way out if I was to be all submissive to his demands. If it was something out of a manga, surely my marriage partner would be more than willing to be cooperative, but in reality, it's better that I hold off such expectations for her. And hold on, these Shirazawa conglomerates doesn't even ring a bell. Are they planning to hold a sham marriage just so a small entity like them could establish connections with us?
Oh, your grandfather seemed to have left. What should we be doing now?
Yeah, seems so. Before that, could I ask you something? Shirazawa, how do you feel about this arranged marriage? Do you have any thoughts?
Well, why, of course. I am most delighted.
Is that so? Yeah, I'ma give up the idea of persuading her over to my side. After that, we sort of shared stories concerning our college life. However, I felt like my mind was wandering off somewhere else. Honestly, I had no idea how to call this engagement off. It was all I could ever think of. Then, even without noticing, our arranged meeting came to a conclusion. At evening the same day,
Young master, permission to speak with you for a moment?
Azusa, what's the matter?
I wanted to inquire about how the young master's engagement went, and so visited his mister at this hour. Is the young master studying at the moment?
Nope, I was just pondering over something.
I see. I suppose it is because the young master will be inheriting the household. Kinfuji's conglomerates in the future. Certainly his mister must have a lot of worries, one I am not wary of. If it pleases his young master, I could lend an ear.
Nah, it was something really trivial. I can't make Azusa anxious needlessly. Oh, putting that aside, yes, about the marriage interview. It felt like it could be not. It was somewhat in between.
Oh my, is that so? I have heard the young master's fiancée was exceptionally gorgeous. Were such accounts true? Was his mister perhaps nervous and had a hard time maintaining a conversation during that time?
What you're saying is just downright silly. But still.
Well, I do understand what the young master might be going through.
What?
Just reaching adulthood. And more so, suddenly being greeted with the fiancé. I think it's normal one would be surprised. Furthermore, being engaged to someone you do not really love, surely one might be bewildered when met with this. During such times, I think the best course of action would be to take things easy and speak openly, earnestly these thoughts that one harbors. And allow me to say this too, I think the master only wishes that he thinks best for the young master.
Azusa. Wow, Azusa is really caring. So, would it really be better to be honest with what I'm thinking? Why, yes, certainly so. And if I do, would you do something about it?
I am the young master's personal maid. Whatever the young master wills, I shall carry out to fulfill.
I see. Thanks. Well then, I want to break off the engagement and marry you, Azusa.
Yes, understood. Huh? What did the young master just say now?
I've been in love with you for a very long time, Azusa, and that's why I want to marry you.
Please hold on for a second. His young master may have...
No, I have not lost my mind. I'm telling you, I really liked you since back then. Also, you promised me 8 years ago, right? You said that you'd marry me after I grew up. I do remember, in fact, that you even acknowledged my words, Azusa.
Right. Something like that may have happened, but sorry, I do not remember that happening.
Hey, Azusa, look into my eyes and give me an honest answer. Look, you do remember that, right? That reaction tells me you did remember so.
I do not remember, certainly not. I mean, look, in the first place, why would you find an old lady like me attractive? If you really want to marry me, you're better off with her Miss Shirazawa.
That can't be right. You just turned 28 this month, am I right? That's not someone you'd call an auntie.
If we view things from the perspective of a high schooler, I am, in fact, an auntie.
Wow, so are you really against the idea of marrying me?
No, not at all. What I'm trying to say is, a lowly servant like me isn't suited for the young master, a scion of a powerful household who rules conglomerates. Also, we aren't sure what people surrounding the young master would say. I respectfully advise that we refrain from speaking from such topic.
Look, that doesn't really bother me at all. The most important one to me right now is you, Azusa. As long as I marry you, I could care less about anyone.
Young master, I think the fever has made you delirious. It's better you take deep breaths and then think things thoroughly. There's nothing really good that can come out of marrying me.
But marrying someone you really like? There's literally nothing that could beat this one, right?
Yes, that may be true, but I'm just not...
Let me tell you this, Azusa. You're just simply captivating. You're really pretty and more so, really sweet.
Oh, young master, I already understand what you're saying, so please, let me go.
Would that mean a yes from you?
What I really meant was, the master would surely scorn me over such actions, and I'll lose my job, so...
Those things really don't matter if you're my bride.
However...
I see. Yeah, so you do in fact hate me, Azusa.
Young master!
There's really no point in pressuring you over this. I give up.
My deepest apologies, young master.
Azusa?
It's not that I hate or despise the young master at all. However, it's really not my position to have a say in such matters. I have been tending to the young master too, since his young age, and as such, with all due respect, see the young master more of a much younger brother. That is why I have just been overwhelmed with what has happened earlier. I do not dislike the young master at all.
Still, your answer's the same, right?
About that. If the young master wishes to do so, then that should be fine by me.
Really? Are you serious? But then, what was all that up until now?
With regards to the master, I felt remorseful to be involved in such matter. Also, I had a position to keep with respect to my duties. I had to tread such matter lightly. And I'm happy to see that the young master has grown to be a splendid person. For me, the young master's happiness is what matters to me most. And that is why, yes, I'm fine with it.
Azusa, thank you!
Still, young master, how does his mister intend to explain such matters to the master? Surely the master would not permit this kind of relationship?
Yeah, I've mulled things over, but I've decided just to be honest with him.
Huh? But that might mean a refusal against...
Borrowing advice from you, Azusa, if Gramps really wants what is best for me, then he'll forgive me, even if I confront him head-to-head with this.
But being involved with a servant like me would surely bring dishonor to the Kinfuji household. Pardon me, but wouldn't such thing impede the young master's happiness?
That's not true, Azusa.
Huh?
Marrying the one I love, that'll bring me the most joy I could ever wish for. If that attracts nonsense blabbering from the people around me, then I'll show 'em a man who's bold enough to shut their yappin', as Gramps would say. And above all, those guys who would think that being involved with a servant is a disgrace to the family, they're the ones who should merit further embarrassment.
Young master.
So, on that note, I'ma head out now to find Gramps. We ought to move fast. If we leave things as they are, I'm sure Gramps would go off deciding things on his own.
I see. Understood. Let's move, young master.
With this, we embarked on towards Gramps' place. Then, right as I was about to tell him all of this, yeah, I really don't mind. Unexpectedly, he easily agreed with me? I mean, yeah, so are you really okay with this? You even said it yourself, so what's there to be confused about? If you want to marry Azusa, then you can go ahead and do so. But we still have that engagement thing going on. Oh, that one. It's nothing to worry about. There were neither engagements nor a fiancé happening here in the first place. Huh? What are you saying? To tell the truth. According to Gramps, Midori Shirazawa was nothing but a daughter of a distinguished family. She was in fact a maid. She supposedly oversees a villa Gramps owns. The old man only asked her to pretend to be a daughter of a distinguished family this time around. So the reason why I wasn't aware of her was because I had never been to that villa. So yeah, just why would you do something like that? I just wanted to test you, Kengo. For what? Actually, my boy, this old man of yours saw how you proposed to Azusa 8 years ago. Come again? And by the way, I've had maids as well as butlers around me too, so we saw it all. No way. So you guys saw my proposal of a lifetime, even from years ago? Why, when you were only 10 years old, casually offering a proposal back then? Really, I'd say quite mature for your age. And so your Gramps wanted to have a bit of fun. No, Gramps, please don't do this. Stop making fun of other people's proposals. And so I guess our little fun ends here.
I've seen how your feelings stood the test of time. One glance tells it all. So in the end, your Gramps just wanted to test you. Could you possibly put your feelings into words? Would you be able to keep your promise to Asaza? That's why I thoroughly chose who was the best as your supposed fiancé. I even considered one or two of whom were the prettiest among our maids. As I thought, this old man's really crafty in his own way. Really? You're pulling way too many strings just for this. And by the way, what would happen if I wasn't able to convey these feelings to Asaza? That one's pretty obvious, isn't it? I wouldn't acknowledge you as my successor, and we'll leave it at that. Someone who isn't dead serious for a woman they've long yearned for years, and dealing with someone who's not even capable of being honest to their feelings, a pathetic coward, that I have no intention of acknowledging as my true successor. A punishment most fitting, I'd say. That's not something you should be saying casually. So, this means that you're willing to acknowledge me and Asaza's relationship? Why, of course! Asaza has a good personality, not to mention is capable of a lot of things. There's really no need to oppose your relationship. Mind you, you may meet people who prattle on nonsense along the way. I'd say the best way to handle him is just by bluffing your way out. Jeez, I'm telling you, you really shouldn't be saying something scary so casually. If there's one thing I'd confirm from this, it's that he's the last person you would want to be the enemy of. After that,
he easily acknowledged our relationship. Honestly, I can't still believe this is all happening in reality.
ditto. Gramps had us in the palm of his hand. He easily tugged at our heartstrings, kind of annoying.
Well, we did avoid any unnecessary conflicts. That itself is a good thing.
You're not mistaken there. Nothing's really better than steering away from any trouble. Forget that. Look, you can already drop off that formal tone. How should you call me this time?
Huh? No, that might be... I would say that might be still too early for me.
But we already got Gramps' endorsement to start dating, so something like this should be okay, right?
At least, I'd kindly ask you to allow me with such formal tone.
Okay then, you could try calling me by my name.
Kengo.
Yeah.
Why are you looking away from me?
Nah, nothing. Unexpectedly. Never thought it would be this deadly.
But it was you, Kengo, who asked for it.
Yeah, sure. Better we both get used to this from now on. Then, after that, we both got really embarrassed and fell silent. But it was nothing out of awkwardness. Rather, it was just a moment where pure bliss filled the air. That was probably the reason why Asaza uttered not a single word and tightly clung around my arm. A year passed, and it was the time when we held a wedding ceremony. I skipped going to college and continued to work under Gramps' rigorous supervision. Through this, I was able to earn money through my own efforts, and later on, formally married Asaza. Of course, there's still so much to do as I continued learning about how to manage the company, with me even spending each day busily. These days, I'm striving my best to make the one who I yearned for since I was little lead a blissful life.
The girl right in front of me suddenly started wobbling, and by the next moment, she was falling down the stairs towards me! By the time I noticed, my body had already moved towards her to break the fall. Watch out! With my hands stretched towards the girl, I somehow managed to hold her as we fell. I was panicking at first, but the huge rumble that came over me next had wiped out all of my thoughts. I'll be honest with you, it was love at first sight. She looked exactly how you expect an angel to look. This was a scenario just like an angel falling into the arms of the main character of a movie or comic book. That's where the story always starts. That cliché scenario flowed through my mind, but by the next second, I found out that reality didn't go your way. That's because, as you might know, I'm no superhero. I'm just an ordinary guy. Pulling off saving a girl in a cool way is out of my league. Ah! Ouch! Oof! I rolled further and further down the stairs and hit everywhere in my body that I could think of. But I let out a sigh of relief, seeing that the angel-like lady wasn't hurting like me. Are you alright? There was no reply. Her eyes remained shut as I called out for a response. I guess I should call an ambulance then. This was the moment. The pain that had been numbed by all of the adrenaline had come back all at once, and I felt a pain like nothing I'd felt before. Ah! My leg! Although I called the ambulance for the lady, I ended up being sent to the hospital with her. You're Mr. Seita Suo, right? Yes. Well, I'm sure you've already guessed this by now, but it seems that you have a broken leg. Broken leg? You'll be hospitalized here. Hospitalized? Yes, for about 3 weeks. Do broken legs get better in 3 weeks? No, you'll need at least 3 months in order to cure it completely. Any other questions? I know this is random, but would you possibly know what happened to the lady that was sent here on the same day as me? I heard you saved her from falling down the stairs. Thanks to you, she didn't have a single scratch on her body. It turns out she was overworking. You should ask her what happened yourself. Miss Okita, could you please come here?
Coming!
What? This is Momoko Okita, and she currently works at this hospital as a nurse. She'll be taking care of you during your stay, so I hope you two get along.
My name is Momoka Okita. Nice to meet you. Mr. Suo, I'm so sorry about what I gotten you into earlier. I'll be taking good care of you during our stay at the hospital. Mr. Suo? Your face looks red.
The angel that had fallen from above was truly the White Angel. And it seems like I've once again fallen in love with this angel in white. I mean, what guy hates a nurse? My fellow comrades, don't you think so?
You're such a klutz. You followed the stairs at the train station, right? And broke your leg?
Yeah. Apparently I'm stuck like this for another 3 months. But the good thing about all of this is that we just finished finals for uni. You sure you can call that good? You're gonna be stuck with a broken leg for all of summer break. I wouldn't be able to take it. What are you gonna do about your camping trip next week? I'm pretty sure I won't make it. That sucks. Get well soon though, alright? I'll try my best, I guess.
Hey, want me to go change the water in this vase?
That would help a lot, thanks.
I'll be back in a minute.
So? Quit acting dumb. Have you found any cute nurses yet? 'Cause I know I have. I saw a girl that had the face and body proportions of a literal model. Can I be honest with you? Of course. I don't know if she's the same person as the girl you saw, but there was a girl that was exactly what my dream girl would look like. I knew it! There's no way you'd be so content with your whole summer break being taken away without a trade-off. Not even... You've broken the sacred promise of guys over girls. I'm devastated. Quit teasing me! How sad.
I'm back. What are you two cackling on about?
Get a load of this! Seita found... Hey, nothing!
You're horrible at lying, Seita. Come on, we all know you two are talking about something.
What happened was... These two were teasing me. But besides all of that, I knew that they were trying their best to act as jolly as they could around me, so I wouldn't be bogged down by my injury. And for that, I was grateful. But I wouldn't thank them aloud. They knew I appreciated them.
You seem like you were having a blast during lunch today.
These few moments where Miss Okita would come to check on me were the best part of my whole life at the hospital. I'm sorry if we were being too loud.
It's fine. You're a university student, right? Were those two your friends from school?
More like partners in crime.
You almost made me jealous being so close with your friends. You won't be able to see your friends as often once you graduate, so cherish your time with them.
Have you been a nurse for a while now?
This is my 3rd year. I went to a medical high school, so I came here right after high school graduation.
I think I'm 2 years older than you. By the way, I've been wanting to tell you something. I'm sorry, but I overheard your conversation earlier.
Our conversation earlier?
Yes, I thought I needed to address something.
Wait, it's not that I was looking at you in that way or anything. I just...
You aren't going to be going on your camping trip because of me, right? I'm so sorry.
Camping trip?
Looking at me?
Hey, God. I thought you were talking about something else for a second.
I'm very curious to know what the other conversation was about. But I really am deeply apologetic for this. It would have been fine for me to get hurt, but I forced you into this situation. And I even made you cancel your plans for the summer.
Are you the type to feel negatively about yourself pretty often?
I'm useless. It's been 3 years since I started this job, but I still make mistakes, and just today I got scolded by my seniors for another mistake, and...
I'm not sure if I'm anyone to say this, but could I give you a word of advice right now?
Of course, please, feel free to let all of your anger out. I'm prepared.
Well, what I wanted to say was that you fell from the stairs due to overworking, right?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Of course, it's true that everyone should take good care of their health, but I also think that not many people can work until they pass out, and I think that's superhuman in itself.
Huh?
It means that you're taking your work that seriously, right? Even though I'd like for you to learn from this and take better care of yourself, I don't want you to take anything away from the fact that you're a hard worker, and you should be proud of that. Besides, I'm totally fine with this whole thing, so no one's mad about it. So please, don't beat yourself up for this incident.
You're a very nice man, Mr. Suo.
Not really.
No, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. Thank you.
Sorry for speaking as if I know anything about handling stress.
Could I ask you about something private?
Of course. Please, ask me anything.
So the girl that came to see you today, was she your girlfriend?
No way! She's just a friend from uni!
Oh, I see.
I'm single right now. What about you? You seem like you'd attract all of the boys.
No, not really. I don't have a partner either.
Oh wow. I guess that makes the two of us.
Yeah, I guess it does.
I see. Right at that moment, Miss Okita was called by her colleague.
Momo, could you come help me for a second? Oh, of course. Oh, wait, but I'm still not done talking.
It's fine. You can go back to work. Sorry for keeping you here for so long. Thank you for keeping me some company.
No, I had lots of fun. If you ever need anything, please use the button by your bed to let us know.
Would you get mad if I pressed it without a proper reason?
Huh?
I want to talk a bit more with you again, if that's fine.
I may not be able to stay to talk during work.
That's totally fine. Please, forget about...
But if you're fine with me coming during breaks or after work, then I'd love to.
After work?
I'd love to spend my time talking to you again anyways.
After saying that sentence, Miss Okita turned around and slowly left the room. What did I do all by myself after she left, you ask? I thanked God for this opportunity, of course.
Hello, Mr. Seita.
Hi. Are you done with your work already?
Yes, I finished early, so I came to see you.
About 2 weeks had passed since I first came to this hospital, and my relationship with Miss Momoko had changed noticeably. Little things had changed, like calling each other by our first names and her coming every day after work and during breaks to come see me. Before I knew it, I had practically been living for those moments with her.
I brought some snacks for us today. They're usually sold out, but I got lucky and found some on the way to work today. I've been excited all day to get to eat with you.
I can have some too?
Oh, of course you can! Everything tastes better when you eat it with someone else. Oh, this is so good!
I've never seen your eyes sparkle so much.
Your eyes will be sparkling in no time too. Please, have a bite.
Thanks. Whoa, this is amazing!
Right, right?
You seem so proud.
Because I bought it here for you, so I should get some credit.
That's true. Thank you. Thank you for the meal.
I'll clean up.
That's fine. I'll make sure to clean the desk later.
Nope. You say that and leave it messy sometimes. It's best if I do it now.
That was a coincidence. Mr. Tanaka in the room next to me called me over.
Are you sure?
I swear on my life.
Well, that's a shame because I've already finished cleaning up.
Thank you.
I'm glad to help.
Have you been tired lately?
Just a little. Being a nurse is a demanding job.
Don't go too hard on yourself, alright?
I'll be sure not to. Thank you.
Are you tired because of that one boy again?
Do you mean Sosuke?
Yeah, the one who keeps sneaking out. One young boy had been causing the majority of problems for Miss Momoko lately. His name was Munesuke Ube, a middle schooler who'd been running away from the hospital during the night. I kinda understand him though, since hospitals are so boring and the lights go out so early at night. Through the eyes of an energetic middle schooler, this place is probably no different than a prison.
Even so, walking out during the night is not allowed.
I won't run away.
Promise?
Of course. Haven't you talked to him about this whole thing?
Yes, but it seems that he isn't listening at all. Thanks to that, his release date keeps getting extended.
That's a pretty major problem, huh?
Exactly!
After seeing Miss Momoko all worn out because of this situation, I made up my mind and decided to give the boy a visit. I wasn't driven by a sense of justice, but more like a sense of jealousy. As childish as it sounds, I was jealous of the way the boy was getting so much attention from her. Hey, are you Sosuke? Huh? What's up, old man? I'm still in uni for your information. Whatever. Can you stop running away from the hospital at night? Some people are going through big problems because of that. Why would I care? Don't be like that. You want to get better and leave this place sooner, don't you? Keep your mouth shut. I don't need a stranger sticking their nose into my business. After giving me an annoyed look, Sosuke disappeared into the dark hallway. And what did I do after he left, you ask? As you'd probably expected, I contemplated sprinting after him in anger, but held myself back. You've got some nerve, kid. If you're gonna be like that, then I'll do anything it takes. The next day, I decided to follow Sosuke after he ran from the hospital to see what he was up to. Having a broken leg and crutches, I couldn't run or get too close. So I followed him from a distance to keep him from being alarmed. Luckily, Sosuke's destination turned out to be a park in the same block as the hospital. There, I saw it. Sosuke's smiley face, talking to a girl about the same age as him. He seemed like a brat when I visited him yesterday, but the expression he showed to that girl was something very familiar to me. A face of pure happiness. A face like one that I'd made while talking to Miss Momoko. The two went on and on, just talking away for the next 2 hours on the bench. The atmosphere felt exactly how that of my time with Miss Momoko felt. After Sosuke left for the hospital, I went over and spoke to the girl who started walking in the other direction.
I'm sorry, sir. Do I know you?
Sir, huh? You seem like a nicer kid than the other one.
Huh?
The girl's name was Shiori Okawa. Shiori, can I ask for a favor from you? The next day, in a certain room in a certain hospital, one young boy and one young girl were filling the room with laughter. There, you could sense a warmness, like the sunlight during spring. This is the story I heard from Shiori last night. She and Sosuke met by coincidence. Shiori was having trouble going to school, and she was unable to fit in, and met Sosuke while taking a walk in the park after skipping school. They felt an instant connection. Apparently, Sosuke was hiding the fact that he was being hospitalized from Shiori, and kept making promises to see her at night. As another man, I understand why Sosuke did such a thing. It's simply a matter of pride. He probably feels that being hospitalized is uncool. I understood the whole situation after hearing Shiori's story, but decided to tell her the truth about Sosuke. Why, you ask? Because having lived longer than him, I know that girls don't care whether you're cool or not. As proof, Shiori gladly accepted my request to go visit Sosuke at the hospital. Since they can meet in Sosuke's hospital room, there's no more reason for him to sneak out during the night again.
Mr. Seita, I have some news.
What's up?
Sosuke actually just promised me.
That he won't sneak out during the night again?
Yes, but I'm a little worried about why he suddenly became so understanding.
I'm sure there's nothing for you to worry about.
Really?
He probably made a cute girlfriend or something and wants to leave the hospital early.
Really?
Maybe or maybe not. But guys are simple creatures, so I'm sure the reason behind this isn't anything worth being worried about. The night after Miss Momoko and I had that conversation, I heard someone calling me as I was walking towards the bathroom. What's up, old man? I'm not an old man. So you're not surprised that I'm here to see you, huh? I mean, I did expect to see you and come tell me to stay out of it or something. Let's go up to the roof and have a talk. So what are you trying to do? What am I trying to do? Quit acting dumb! You told Shiori about me sneaking out and everything, and she scolded me for it. You got scolded, huh? I see why you made that promise with Miss Momoko then. I don't hate those honest parts of you. Quit teasing around! I don't get what you're trying to do! Exactly what I told you when we first met. I wanted to keep you from sneaking away since some people have to go through a hassle dealing with it. Are you talking about Miss Okita? Maybe. Maybe not. You like Miss Okita, don't you, old man? I mean, I did tell Shiori your secret without permission, so I'll tell you a secret of mine too. You're right. I'm in love with Miss Momoko. So that's what this is all about, huh? You figured it out. I'm just glad this wasn't about you trying to do anything to Shiori. You came all the way to see me to make sure I wasn't gonna do anything to her? You have a problem with that? Not at all. You're a man after all. It's normal to want to protect the girl you love. What's your name? Huh? Why do you want to know my name? You want me to quit calling you old man, right? So I need to know your name. Alright. My name is Seita Suo. Mr. Seita. I'll make sure to remember it. Hey, Mr. Seita? What's up? I'm kinda grateful and kinda vengeful about what you did for me. So I'm gonna get back at you. So watch out! I guess I deserve whatever you have in store for me then. But just make sure to not get Miss Momoko involved in this, alright? Right as I said that, Sosuke showed a little smirk on his face. I'm pretty sure that's up to you, Mr. Seita. Without figuring out what Sosuke's revenge was, my last day at the hospital had arrived. The 3 weeks had passed to me like a breeze. Bye, Mr. Seita! Make sure not to come here again, alright? Thanks for missing me already, but I'll be visiting once in a while until my leg is completely better. So I'll see you again. Dang it!
Since when were you two so close to each other?
Some events occurred, that's all. I guess we're keeping it all a secret then. We don't need to announce everything that happened. More than that, Miss Momoko.
Yes?
So I'm gonna leave the hospital today, so, I won't be able to use my injury as an excuse to see her anymore. So if I want to see her, I need to bring up the courage and make it happen.
Yes?
So that's why, Huh? All of a sudden, the lines that I formed in my head were stuck in my throat. Just get on with it! Hey, Miss Okita! Did you know that Mr. Seita has a girl that he likes?
What?
Mr. Seita! You better catch her! Miss Momoko's body fell forward. Sosuke had lightly pushed her back towards me. Just like before, my body had moved in her way before I even noticed. Watch out! By the time I noticed, Miss Momoko was in my arms. You're welcome, Mr. Seita. Sosuke was laughing in front of us. At that moment, I noticed this was the revenge he was talking about. Alright, you got me. I spoke to the love of my life, who is now in my arms. Miss Momoko, I'm in love with you. It was love at first sight. Will you please be my girlfriend? After finishing what I had to say, I looked at her face. I didn't need any words to know her answer, because Miss Momoko had the smile of an angel, looking right into my eyes.